Greetings, this is Professor Griff. Tune in every weeknight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on youtube.com/C/Sirius Mindz RNTV. And make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Sirius Mindz for Sirius Mindz, seriously. Peace.
Open your eyes to the endless possibilities of creating from your centerpiece. Experience your visions brought into reality and watch your dreams unfold naturally. If pictures are worth 1,000 words, let's create a story that's a masterpiece. Casso Visions. Capture your visions.
Anyway, in the meantime, between time, greetings, family, peace, hotep, shalom, assalamu alaikum, whatever greeting that it is that you go by. Some people just say, what's up, peace, what's happening, what's good, what's popping, what it do. I wouldn't suggest you say hi and hello, alright, unless you're working with some other people that you gotta, speak that language, code shift, or whatever you gotta do. Alright, but anyway, whatever school of thought that you're from, alright, we want to transition you into a higher level of consciousness, a higher level of thinking. Alright? So I want to say greetings to everyone so we can set the tone. Of course, my name is Professor Griff, and of course, this is Sirius Mindz, RNTV. It's Sirius Mindz for Sirius Mindz. Seriously. Alright? Alright, cool. Alright, tonight's subject we're going to be talking about orders to kill. We're going to be talking about Byron Allen's interview on the Breakfast Club, especially the part when he starts to talk about his information and conversation that he had with Coretta Scott King, because he wanted to make a movie, but he wanted to make a movie through the eyes of Coretta Scott King. He wanted to make a movie about Martin Luther King. Some of y'all say Martin Luther King, but Martin Luther King Jr. through the eyes of Coretta Scott King. So we're going to talk about Orders to Kill, which is a book written by Mr. William Pepper. William Pepper did the investigation and for a few years into the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and discovered the complicity of the United States government. And the United States government was definitely involved in the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King. Coretta Scott King, with that information, turned around and sued the United States government, and the United States government admitted being complicit in the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King. Too bright? Hold on for a second. Let me move this light. No, now it's too dark. Hold on. Still too dark. Hold on. Alright, I think I can roll with that. Can you? Yeah, it's cool. Alright. So, with that said, when I was listening to the Byron Allen conversation that he was having on the Breakfast Club, and he mentioned doing a film about Dr. Martin Luther King, and he talked about and mentioned, I believe, the book Orders to Kill. And I remember watching that footage on YouTube. So you can just make a mental note of that. And I love you too, Miss Kiki Shah. Alright. And I think for a long time you were the only one that thought I was handsome. But you was about 1.5, 2 then. And then you kind of grew up out of that. But anyway. You know your firstborn always think you cute. Even when you're not. It's like, that's my daddy, so you always gonna think you cute. Alright? Yeah, say that in about 10, 15 years when I'm balding and a few other stuff. Alright? But anyway, in the meantime, between time, I listened to Byron Allen and he talks with conviction. Some people gave me a call and we had that discussion about the Byron Allen's interview that he did on the Breakfast Club, and some people had aversion to it because he has a white wife or something. I just said, all right, well, if you have not learned to read and to listen between the lines, I extracted what I thought I could use from Byron Allen. I don't get in Byron Allen's personal life. Studied the man's business moves and said, okay, it's a smart brother. Now, what he does in his bedroom, it's not my thing. I'm not in Byron Allen's bedroom. So Byron Allen, whatever it is that you have to do, whatever makes you happy, bro, do your thing. But, Mr. Byron Allen, we do have to kind of have that conversation one day soon, because there's some brothers coming up behind us that we need to speak to them. So if you don't mind, one day, can we speak to them? Not on the business tip, just on how we're socialized. Alright? Now, with that said, this platform is about, it's the people's platform, supported by the people. If you would like to become one of those beautiful people, and of course you can email me at seriousmindsinfo@gmail.com so we can add you to the list. I want to shout out everyone that participated in the class. The other night I did a class on social media digital heroin, how the cell phones, cell phone towers, this low-level radiation, microwave foods, and all this other kind of stuff affects the human body, affects the brain, affects the spirit, especially the children. Social media digital heroin. We're doing part 2 on Thursday. Hope to see y'all in class. If you want to sign up for the class, go to paypal.me/Professor Griff Corp. Or just give me a call, 678-557-2919, or just text me, 678-557-2919. One more time, 678-557-2919. At this time, I want to thank my man Shane Shakur, who's sitting next to me, and of course, Quan, Cat Boogie, and of course, Alex Big. Alright? And the Sirius Mindz family that I see on here. Can you put the chat up on the screen, bro? So I can see what people are talking about in the screen. Alright? Yes, I think I can do that. Hold on. Now, how do we check 16? See 16? How do we check her name in the chat? What do you mean? What does that mean? Hold on. How do you check somebody's name? Oh, I probably would have to do that behind the scenes. While we're running this, can we go behind the scenes? I'm not sure. We probably would have to do that. Hold on. I probably would have to do that before. Let me see. About participants. Want to go to participants? Yeah. We 16, Scorpio 16. Click that. It's right there. Not letting you do it. Nah. We probably have to do it after. We probably have to do it probably for Wednesday. Can't do it now because we're in the middle of the. All right. Anyway, in the meantime, between time, if you would like to donate and support independent media, you can do so by giving a donation via Cash App. It's $. Yeah, do that. I think we did it 16, so check it out. $ Professor Griff. All right, that's on the Cash App, and of course you can go to www.paypal.me/Professor Griff Corp if you want to use PayPal, and or if you just want to go straight to the website www.professorgriff.me. You can go there and we can make it happen. But of course, everyone that's on here on YouTube, of course, you can just say, yo, Griff, I'm already on YouTube. Just go to the $, the super chat. Say, yo, Griff, here you go. Alright? I really appreciate y'all. Alright. So tonight's subject, we're going to be talking about Byron Allen. We're going to be talking about Dr. Martin Luther King. We're going to be talking about Orders to Kill. This platform is about the business of raising a vibrational pitch of our people's thinking into the mind of the creator and the co-creator. Standing on the shoulders of the ancestors, and we're kneeling at the feet of our elders. Alright? Remember, always remember, we teach people how to treat us. People just don't treat us any old funky kind of way. You give these people permission, the green light, to treat us any old kind of way. Alright? And I'm thinking that we should change that particular dynamic, y'all. Alright? Because we truly teach people how to treat us. Alright? Let's change that particular dynamic. Alright? Let's dive into this, just get into this dialogue. So we're going to dialogue and we're going to reason. Let's talk right here on Sirius Mindz for Sirius Mindz. Seriously. Alright? So, I'm going to play the clip. Let's listen to what Byron Allen had to say for a second. And then we'll dive into the discussion. Let me see if I thought I had it queued up. Did I? Oh, that's ugly. I don't know where it went. Let's find it. Byron Allen on the Breakfast Club, right? Let me see.
Yes, position to fail. Position to fail. You know, I wanted to look at Martin Luther King through Coretta Scott King's eyes. So I went and I went to her a number of years, and finally I got her to sell me the rights to her life story because I wanted to look at Martin through her eyes. I felt like she's the one who knew him better than anybody. I felt like Coretta is the true queen of America because she's the one who was with him through the civil rights movement. She's
right. Russell Khan, give thanks, good brother. Really appreciate you. Alright, and that soldier. Alright, Pam Africa. Peace. On the move.
She's the one who raised their 4 children. She's the one who raised over $50 million to build the Martin Luther King Center for Nonviolent Change. And she is the one who made Martin Luther King's birthday a national holiday. The only American to have his birthday as a national holiday.
And she sued the government.
She sued, yes, and I'm making a
don't
movie.
know that.
I'm making a movie about that. I'm making a movie about that.
And one.
Yes, and one. I'm making a movie about that, which is going to change everybody's perspective. And I learned so much from her, and she taught me so much. I'll never forget. She said to me, Byron, as black people, we have 4 major challenges. Number 1, end slavery. Number 2, end Jim Crow. Now, Jim Crow, in my opinion, was more damaging than slavery, because as slaves, we were property. We were an asset. And when we became free, we became a liability. And that's when they introduced Jim Crow. I need to murder you. I need to lynch you. I need to incarcerate you because you are competing with me. End Jim Crow. And then she said, achieve, number 3, achieve civil rights. And then she choked up. And the next thing she said pretty much changed the way I looked at the world. She said, the real reason they killed my Martin, achieve economic inclusion.
That's right, the Poor People's March.
That's it.
Poor People's Movement.
That's it. She said they didn't kill my Martin over I Have a Dream. They killed my Martin over the speech, the other America.
That's right.
That's the speech. That's the speech everybody needs to know innately. There are two Americas. One America has opportunity and access to capital and education. And what does it matter if I can sit at the same lunch counter as my white counterpart and I cannot afford the same hamburger?
That's right.
There are two Americas, and two Americas will not survive. That's why they killed him, the Poor People's March. He was going to deliver 500,000 poor people, mainly poor white people.
Yeah, of all races. That would have been a game changer.
That was the game changer.
Yeah.
He was delivering over 500,000 poor people to the nation's capital. And the government said, hey, this guy's a threat to national security. And we're making a movie about this, that they gave the orders to kill him.
Yeah.
And
have you ever read William Pepper's book, his lawyer?
That's the book I bought.
Oh.
Orders to Kill. That's the reason I got in the movie business, to tell that story and other stories like it. So, and that's why we are the first movie studio to go direct to the movie theaters, and we deal directly with the theaters. So when she told me that, it really changed everything. And I said, you and Martin have done an amazing job. I said, the 4th and final chapter, this generation will deal with it. You guys took care of the first 3, and now it's time for us to deal with that 4th chapter, economic inclusion. And I never forgot, she said, they will come after you. They will come after you.
They're kind of coming after you now, right?
They always come after me.
Yeah.
But, listen, people always, I've made it very clear, do not live in fear. You cannot live in fear.
Do not live in fear.
I burned my knee pads long ago. A lot of brothers. So a lot of brothers say to me, they're going to blackball you. They're going to blackball you. And I'm like, hey, when your black ass was born, they blackballed you. You just didn't get the email.
That's Byron Allen on The Breakfast Club. All right. He bought William Pepper's book, Orders to Kill. Orders to Kill. Orders by the United States government to kill Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. All right. And as the CIA and all the other alphabet boys do, they set it up to make it seem like someone else did it. James Earl Ray. All right. Right now, what I think you should do, Shasha Shaba Banks, peace. What's good with you? What I think y'all should do, peace, Khaled. You all right? What I think y'all should do right now is go to YouTube and look up Orders to Kill. All right. Just put it in YouTube and see what comes up. Orders to Kill. The assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King. Byron Allen went on record as to say that he is going to actually make a film. All right. Based on William Pepper's book. Now, a lot of people have discounted William Pepper. They got debunkers and all kind of stuff to trick you up to make it seem like the information that that William Pepper had put out there was not even valid. They have a sister. What's the sister name there? The witness to Dr. Martin Luther King's assassination, who was in the hotel that day.
Eyewitness to his.
Did they say her name? Ain't that something they got her on? They won't even mention the woman's name. So, wow. And they still won't put her name in there. But anyway, if you look up witness to Martin Luther King's assassination speaks out for the first time. All right. She's there in living color. She was there. All right. So she saw what went down. And yeah, it's documented. I don't know why after all this time she speaks of how many 10, 40 years or something. Yeah, it's been a minute. So orders to kill. Have we accepted the fact that the United States government murdered Dr. Martin Luther King? And how many of us know that? They're complicit in the murder of Dr. Martin Luther King. I've heard Donald Trump, 46 minus 1, y'all know who I'm talking about, say recently on the news, on TV, that Barack Obama should have killed the leader of ISIS when Barack Obama was in office. Wow. So a president of the United States openly on TV is saying who they are not going to kill and who they're going to kill. Wow. I'm going to say wow again. Mary Ellen Ford was 21 years old and old 21-year-old cook in Memphis Lorraine Motel, April 1960, when Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King checked in for the last time and did not check out. All right. The funny thing about the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King, some people say when they took him to the hospital, he was still alive. He didn't die on the balcony. Wow. That shed some serious light on some things. All right, the same with Kennedy. They said when they took Kennedy to the hospital, Kennedy was still breathing. There's a reason why, and we need to kind of, start thinking about it. Why would the United States government want these two individuals killed? Byron Allen just said it was about the Poor People campaign, that he was about to deliver poor people and bring them to Washington, D.C. I've heard other stories about why Dr. Martin Luther King was assassinated. I've heard the angle about speaking out on the war of Vietnam. How many people have heard that? Even when they bugged Dr. King's hotel room and caught Dr. King in some unscrupulous positions, smoking, drinking, and everything else, just partying and hanging out. He said, look, you can do what you want to. I'm going to go on and complete my mission. You can say what you want to say. How do we handle the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King with these facts that I've presented? This is not Professor Griff talking, just aimlessly talking. You can study these things for yourself and come to your own conclusions. But this is what it is. All right? So, orders to kill. How did the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King play out? All right? How did they convince the masses of the people? Now, keep in mind, at this time, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was at the peak. At the peak of the process, the progress that he was making on an economic front, on a socialist front, socializing and galvanizing the masses of not only, Assalamu alaikum, Sharice A. Muhammad, gathering black people together, but he had the empathy and the sympathy of poor white people. All right, they would never let you know that. Then on top of that, we need to know and understand that the vast majority of the Negro preachers, especially here in Atlanta, Georgia, was against Dr. Martin Luther King. They didn't care about Dr. Martin Luther King like that. They was actually working, and in some cases with the government, to work against Dr. Martin Luther King. Who was that Negro that Dick Gregory pulled the cover off of? And he said that he was he had stepped a couple of feet to the left to give the out of the way to give the shooter a clear shot. Steve Coakley talked about it also. All right, who is this gentleman? Can we dig up his name? I believe he's from Memphis. Reverend Billy Kyles. Thank you, Sharice. Damn, you just got on and you on it, sis. Reverend Billy Kyles. Look Reverend Billy Kyles up. And why did Billy Kyles, matter of fact, pull that up so we can play it. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull it up so we can play. Can you pull it up? We want to see Billy Kyles. So why did we rally when Steve Coakley and Dick Gregory put this out there? Why didn't we go visit Mr. Kyles? There was nothing wrong with that. Something mysteriously and magically could have fell out of the sky on his damn head. Hold on for a second. I want to find the clip where he said that.
This is Ben Branch. And so I went over in the room where they were practicing. And I did a few numbers. It was just gospel. What did I do?
Hold on.
Gospel and Negro spirituals. When we got to the church, it was nearly full. We couldn't believe it. They went on to the motel. Abernathy, they called Martin Luther King and said, Martin, you better get over here. These people have come in the weather to hear you. We had no way of knowing.
I'm not sure if that's
no way under the sun that would be the last speech that he'd ever make.
Yeah, hold on. We want to get on the record on what this Negro said. All right, it may take me a minute to find it, but Billy Kyles is his name, and
these people have come in the weather to hear you.
Hold on. And he to openly admit something like that. Wow. Studio 112. See again. Oh yeah, I'm gonna see you at Studio 112. I'll be in Durham, North Carolina, with Dr. Wesley Muhammad. We're gonna be talking about the weaponization of black music, and we're gonna be talking about from the nigger frequency to the God frequency. Myself and Dr. Wesley Muhammad, November 23rd at Studio 112 in Durham, North Carolina. So if y'all can make it to Durham, make it happen. We're gonna be dropping these hand grenades, man, for real. Myself and play it. Billy Kyles.
You're speaking a witness now is the man
She ain't coming through like a fat rat in a cheese factory.
came by to get King to take him to dinner.
Hold on.
And 30 years later at a press conference, he slipped because God do baffle your mind sometimes.
The preacher who helped
You look,
kill. That was by Dick Gregory.
Some of the activities are geared especially for the young who did not have a chance to get the feel or to know what the
Turn it
civil
up.
rights movement actually was about. Even as they marched, now they could have stopped in a hotel, but when you think about marching from Memphis to Jackson or Jackson to Memphis, there were no hotels. You stayed in churches, you stayed in people's homes. And that's how we got over. That's how we got through. The struggle was a spiritual struggle. You couldn't pay people to do what we had to do. You couldn't pay people to stand before mad dogs and fire hoses and billy clubs and cattle prods. It was strictly a spiritual and moral movement. So we wanted that dimension to be in the pilgrimage to Memphis. We will revisit the mountaintop speech site. That's the Mason's Temple, where Dr. King made his last address, which he almost didn't make, because the night that we were having that rally, there were tornado warnings, and he was behind on the Poor People's Campaign. And he said, you guys go on over and have the rally. I want to stay at the motel and work on the Poor People's Campaign. When we got there and Dr. Abernathy walked in and Jesse Jackson walked in and I walked in and others, people started clapping because they thought Martin was behind us. And so Ralph's preacher said to him, this is not our crowd. And he went to the phone and called Dr. King and said, any of the marches that we had in those days, you have an opportunity to bring the children and bring the family and march with us. And when I finish sharing with them the last hour of Dr. King's life, no hurry. But that gave me the wonderful privilege of spending the last hour on earth. 3 preachers in a room, Abernathy, King, and Kyle. And we spent that last hour together in room 306 at the Lorraine Motel. The press is always curious, and writers, what went on? What did you talk about? I say, we just talk preacher talk. What preachers talk about when they get together.
Y'all pay real attention to what you're fixing to hear now.
About 5:45, we walked on the balcony, and he was talking to people in the courtyard. He stood here, and I stood there. Only as I moved away, so we could have a clear shot, the shot rang out. Thank you. Turned around, and then stood back on the balcony.
Wow. All right, let me stop that. Only when he moved away to give them a clear shot to kill Dr. Martin Luther King, Billy Kyles. So when we talk about William Pepper's work, Orders to Kill, we had Negroes like Negro Billy Kyles, who was complicit in the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Negroes. Messy Jesse Jackson, Steve Coakley mentioned. Yeah, and a few other people. All right. So we have to be able, you're right. So we have to be able to be very mindful. Now let's speed that up and fast forward it to today. Who are some of these people that you look at? All right, that we sit down and we listen to these people because we want to get some clear advice or some instructions, or we want to know what's going on a domestic and international scene about what's going on with black people, and you have black people working against them. Now, there's a lot I disagree with hashtag ADOS. But I'm not going to come on here and use my platform to destroy hashtag ADOS. Why would I do that? You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. And when we really think about it, we really truly playing chess, and we're not playing checkers or tic-tac-toe like they say we are, all right, then that's hustling backwards, man. If we can't see the fact that everybody's struggle should be one struggle, but everybody's not going to approach the struggle the same way. All right? So, I may disagree with some things, but why can't I pull back on my disagreement, talk to somebody from the hashtag ADOS so we can kind of dialogue and get them to see that, yeah, this is what I disagree on, but it's not because I just disagree. Here's some evidence and some proof and some research that I did. Why don't y'all check this out? As opposed to getting on this platform and we arguing, fussing, and fighting. No, that doesn't serve anyone, all right, but our enemies. Plain and simple. Because I'm telling y'all, when they come, and they are going to come, when they come, they're not just going to come for them, or they're only not going to come for me. Once they get hashtag ADOS out the way, and Professor Griff out the way, then they're coming for you. Nah, you're right, Jamie Morgan. Andrew Young remains quiet. He knows a lot. We know that he knows a lot. All right? But God make him slip, and some things may slip out. I really appreciate that, Mr. Jamie Morgan Brown. But, so we have to understand this particular dynamic and how this works. Charlemagne the God said to Byron Allen, well, they're going to be gunning for you, man. They're going to try to shut you down. All right, well, they've been gunning for us ever since we came out of the womb. All right? So sometimes when something may go wrong with a book order or something may go wrong with the broadcast, people start getting all goddamn emotional. That's them people hard at work. No, seriously, I'm not just saying that just to say that, man. There's been several times I've been sitting right here. I might send Shane something, and he's sitting right here, and he don't get it. Or sometimes we'll just be in the room discussing music and whatever. The phone will be down, and Sirius start talking back. You understand what I'm saying? I said, we ain't said shit to you. For real. She all up in the biz because you got your phone on and it's in the room and they listening. Because they always listen. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Alright? Now, I had a conversation with someone last week about the assassination of Kennedy. And I said, yeah, well, the driver shot Kennedy. He's like, what? You believe that conspiracy theory stuff? I said, well, once it's been proven, it's no longer conspiracy and it's no longer theory, right or wrong. Have you ever looked, when's the last time you looked up conspiracy? And when's the last time you looked up theory? And then when's the last damn time you put them together? See, you just repeating what everyone else says, and then you go along with it. Doing no research for yourself. So I'm saying to y'all, we have to begin to look at who gave the order to kill Dr. Martin Luther King. And why is Byron Allen going to make a movie after purchasing the rights and getting Coretta Scott King to sign off on it? Why is he interested in making a movie? And then why are they even coming after Byron Allen? Hold on for a second. A brief summary of William Pepper's An Act of State, the execution of Dr. Martin Luther King. This is some of the information that Coretta Scott King used in order to take the United States government to court. It says, note the summary of any covers tips the iceberg, so to speak. Bracketed numbers are references pages of a 2008 softcover edition of the book, generally only 1 or 2, blah, 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 blah. William Pepper's book, Orders to Kill. The assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King. A civil trial that you never even heard of. It goes into Lord Jowers, and we need to find out who the players are now in Orders to Kill. Alright, and then what's the real reason? We heard Byron Allen say, but what was the real reason why Dr. Martin Luther King was assassinated? And y'all saying, well, damn, this is only November. Why are you bringing it up? Can't you wait to Black History Month, or can't you wait for his birthday? No. Just like the Harriet Tubman movie, which some of y'all flocked to the movies to see, and they grossing over $12 million over the weekend. And don't get me wrong, we had that discussion, and I said I wasn't going to speak on that until I either saw the movie or however, because, no investigation, no right to speak. But I've been sick and tired of being sick and tired of white people retelling our stories in a softer, gentler kind of form so as to not offend and harm and frighten other white people. That's white people making a movie about Harriet Tubman not to threaten other white people. Because if they told the truth about what happened to Harriet Tubman and put it in the movie, it may give you an idea of what you have to do in order to get free. I'm going to let y'all process that. Because then you got to turn around and say, well, how come they don't make the movie about the Mau Mau? Why don't they make the movie a real movie about Nat Turner? Marcus Garvey. Because they're not going to show black people cutting white people's heads off on a big screen. They're not going to do that. They don't want to wake up that giant in you. That militant propensity that lies in all of us. Nope. They rather put slave movies out there and black on black killer nigga movies out there, so they keep repeating the same old madness. So that madness is on repeat in your head. For real. I was doing some studying this morning, and I think I overheard Soleil saying the fact that rich people entertain themselves with information. Broke people love to be entertained. Rich people educate themselves and use information to educate themselves, and this is how they create the circles of people around them, and each one teach one. You sharpen one another. Alright? If you in a circle and all of y'all are saying the same thing and thinking the same thing, and no one's making any progress, stepping outside of the circle in order to advance themselves and bring the information back and challenge one another to grow. Yeah. I think she said broke people like to be entertained. Rich people like to be educated with information. No, you're right. But our story needs to be told to us by us. You heard Byron Allen say we taking the movie from the time they make it, skipping the middleman, right to the theaters. You understand what I'm saying? So there's no one in the editing room to say, nope, you can't show that. Well, why not? I know what y'all are saying about the sister who played the lead role in the movie Harriet Tubman. She don't like black Americans. She has some disparaging things to say. We dug those things up. We read them. Got you. Got you. Just sometimes, we got to look at the bigger picture. All right? And I'm not telling you, Mr. Anthony Shane Watson, what's good, Bean? I'm not saying to y'all need to see the same bigger picture that Professor Griff see. Thank you for the information, 16. I'm not saying that. But we have to be able to put things in its proper perspective. And I don't think that an important figure like Harriet Tubman in the history of black people, I don't ever think that white people are going to take an important figure like that and tell that story the way it needs to be told, man. Come on.
What's that time? Whitewash?
Yeah. Blackout through whitewash. You mean to tell me if I wanted to make a movie about the Mau Mau, they'll let me tell that movie without cutting it up and chopping it up? And you understand what I'm saying? By the time we finish in the cutting room, in the editing room, they'll make it seem like the Mau Mau was a gospel choir. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just not the case. Orders to kill, though. Who gave the order to kill? Who else is on the list? Do you remember Barack Obama had a deck of cards and was picking from the deck of cards who would be assassinated next by his drones, his land drone and his air drones? Do y'all remember that? Come on now.
Let's talk about something.
Hmm?
How do you get a Nobel Peace Prize for
I don't know how he got a Nobel Peace Prize, period. Yeah, that's one thing I bring up when we start talking about the his 8 years in office. Bean, I ain't finished my album yet, man. I got you. Dang, Bean. I got you, bro. Reginald Jackson, I'm gonna have to answer that off the platform. All right. So now there's different theories and conspiracy theories and all this kind of stuff surrounding the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King. And Prime Minister, you could be right. It could have been a sharpshooter, police officer with a military background who was the sharpshooter. And they just set James Earl Ray up. All right? Anyway, what else did Byron Allen have to say about it? Let's go back to the interview. Hold on 1 second. Shocking reason why black people are moving to Asia. Okay, I got you. Children who would be killed, blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't want y'all to think
You were born black.
your name ain't on the list. It is.
You've been positioned to fail, and you have to recognize where you are. You know, and it took a lot for me to start to see what was going on. Having kids, you know, taking my kids to school, taking my daughter Chloe to school when she was 2 or 3 years old. She's in the back seat. My other daughter Olivia, my son Lucas wasn't born at the time. And my daughter Chloe started counting and telling me all the homeless people she was seeing out on the streets. Daddy, I see another homeless person. Daddy, I see another homeless person. Daddy, when are we going to stop to help them? How come we're not helping them, Dad? 3 years old.
Wow.
And By the time I got to the next light, I started crying. I started crying because I realized I turned off my empathy button.
Right.
Wow.
And this little girl...
It was normalized.
It was normalized. That's right. You got it. And this little girl turned that empathy button back on. And what was it about me that I was going to act like I don't see you? And I said, yeah, you know what? We are going to help them. What's going on here? There's a matrix that's happening here, and we're going to crack the code. And I couldn't stop thinking about it.
Now listen, you heard what he said. There's a matrix. There's something going on, and he said he wanted to crack the code. The reason why I told Shane I wanted to call this Byron Allen MLK, Orders to Kill, because you are the MLK. You don't think there's orders to kill you? I could run down a list of covert operations and the things that the United States government have done and are doing to kill you. Orders to kill. Where y'all want to start? Y'all got any suggestions? Brothers and sisters, Sirius Mindz family, bring that chat up. Where y'all want to start, man? Slide that to the screen over here. That's better. Where y'all want to start? Agenda 21. Food. What about the food? What is Agenda 21? The toothpaste with fluoride. Water. Where y'all want to start?
King Alfred plan.
The King Alfred plan.
Rex 84.
Rex 84 King Alfred plan. Alright. The FDA. The IMF. We could name some letters. Bilderberg Group.
CFR.
And we talking about actual GMO, right? Vaccinations. Trilateral. We could go on and on and on. No, it's Alfred. Alfred. King Alfred. ALFRED. Poisoning of the food and the water. You're right. Vaccinations, the medical, the AMA, the American Murder Association, Skull and Bones. Come on, help me out, y'all. Knights Templar? Yeah, people would have to do a little bit digging, but yeah, and then we'd have to make the connection with what the Knights Templar are about and connecting to the deaths of black people in America. Sometimes it gets kind of complicated for black people. The educational system, the religious system, FEMA. Bohemian Grove, we still got to make the connection. What's going on at Bohemian Grove that black people would even be concerned about? The Catholic Church, come on now. McDonald's, you goddamn right. McDevils. 5G, the World Bank, the Vatican. K. Trish, thank you. Bilal, thank you. Paulie Fields, thank you. Flu shots and vaccines. That's right, Shawnee Black. Thank you. Come on now.
You said the UN?
The UN? No, I didn't say the UN, but thanks for telling me and reminding me. The UN. Chemtrails. Yeah, that's too broad for me, Dion Carnes. You got to narrow it down for me. Come on now. Ma'afa 21. The Boule. Shit, somebody said weed. NASA, Monsanto's, thank you very much, Khalid El Hakim. Monsanto's.
What's that?
Somebody said HARP. What does HARP stand for? HAARP. What does HARP stand for? The CIA. Hell, them damn chicken sandwiches at goddamn Chick-fil-A.
What's that? The former vice president, that evil dude.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Shot,
oh yeah,
Dick Cheney.
Dick Cheney, yeah.
I forgot what company he runs. I forgot the name of it.
The company that Dick Cheney runs.
I think he was. Let me look it up.
Sandra Small Music said geoengineering. Thank you, sis. All right, the CDC. Them chicken sandwiches at Popeyes. Thank you. The FBI. Blackwater. Halliburton.
Yeah, that's it.
Halliburton. Shit, someone said the Impossible Burger. Thank you, Sarish Muhammad. Yeah. Damn, somebody must have got personal. Somebody said the NYPD. But we can name a litany of things, man. Damn, Anthony Shane Watson said every police department in America. Shit. The hell. So, are you on the list? When we talk about orders to kill, yeah, you on the list. We have this thing about this durational suicide where we know we're killing ourselves, but we continue to do the same old thing over and over and over. Hillary Clinton, damn. Not Hillary Clinton, but Hillary Clinton. All right. Yeah. Okay. Hoyle Muhammad, the whole American government. Damn. All right. I don't know about Stephen Haynes. You got to qualify that next one before I read that out loud. All right. The pharmaceutical companies, public education, White Castles, White Castles. Somebody said White Castles. Damn. You still eating that White Castles? All right. Somebody said the feminization agenda. The real PEJA said that. Now I don't know if I can read that, Anthony Ford. I don't know about that. Negropeans. Thank you, Kazeme. Negropeans, man. Come on, give me the Sirius Mindz family up on the screen right here, man. Damn, Hassan Burton said rap music. What the hell? All right. Somebody said Murder King. Drunken Donuts. Somebody said Dairy Queen or Dairy Queen. Toxic Hell. Somebody must have been listening to my lecture. Long John Killers. Pizza Slut. Damn. Reality TV. Nanotechnology. Donald Trump. The fast food place Whataburger. Okay. You never heard of Whataburger? There's one in Atlanta. I show it to you, bro. Yeah, chocolate teddy bear 77 just said fucking TV. Just TV, period. Electronic cigarettes. Thank you, Reginald Jackson. Damn. Chocolate teddy bear 77 just said radio. Just all of radio. God damn. All right. Someone said the news. The legal system. Thank you, Kerry. Muhammad. Damn, Alice Little. Hennessy? What the hell? You drinking over there? Somebody said lean. Somebody said mumble rap. Somebody said Kentucky Lied Chicken.
Remember that book from William Guy Carr that you did for your first album?
William Guy Carr. Behold the Pale Horse?
Oh, no, Pawns in the Game.
Oh, Pawns in the Game, yeah.
What's the chessboard? What, I forgot what group used that. What organization they use that chessboard?
Knights Templar?
No, it's another name. They infiltrated the Illuminati back in the 1700s. To gain. I forgot the name.
Nah, I'm Planned Parenthood.
Let me Google it.
5G. Culture vultures.
Freemasons.
Oh, okay.
Dependent.
Yeah. Artificial intelligence, facial recognition. All of these things. Somebody said Wi-Fi. Or do you mean Wi-Fi? Okay, I got you. Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi. Drugs, alcohol, and guns. Somebody said God, gold, oil, and drugs. Okay. Hollywood. Hollywood. But you see, somebody said swine. God damn. So we can name a list of things, the Rosicrucians with the chessboard. Thank you very much, Off Street Black. It's the Rosicrucians. Thank you. So, damn, you're right. Exit 21. The Velt. That's not killing people, but that's the exit we lived at, exit 21. Cats was dying before they was 21. Anyway. So orders to kill. Not only for those high brand leaders and teachers. Alex Little, I would agree. Ignorance is killing us daily. Alright? So not only the Malcolm X's, not only Patrice Lumumba's, the Medgar Evers, the Dr. Kings,
Steve Biko.
not only the Steve Bikos, not only it's going to be you and I, orders to kill, you and I. And they're doing that on a daily and consistent basis. Shout out to Byron Allen for standing up. Regardless of what y'all think about him and his family situation, that's that man's business. All right? We need more people like Byron Allen to come give us the information. Of course, the COINTELPRO. All right?
And I said, you know what? It's the 4Ds. It's the 4Ds.
We're going to end on this note.
They dismiss you. It was perfected on women hundreds of years ago. Just dismiss you. Hey, you know what? I'm not getting a fair shake here. They just dismiss you. Then you get a little upset about being dismissed, and you say, no, this is real. We have to really get this on track. Then they discredit you. Oh, look at that. Okay. And then you get really
dismiss you and discredit you.
A little bit more aggressive, not in a bad way, but like we have to really deal with this. Then they move on to that third D, and they have to move on to that third D to get right with their Christian selves. They demonize you.
Demonize you. Wow. JoJo Peoples, what's up, my peoples? JoJo Peoples, what's good, bro?
They have a green light to go to that inevitable fourth D.
Yeah.
Destroy you. So it's dismiss, discredit, demonize,
and destroy you.
And I watched and I looked.
Those are the 4 Ds that Byron Allen's laying out, and that's their pattern with every single one of us. I'm gonna leave y'all on this note. The day they come for Professor Griff, all right? Y'all next. They'll come for me tonight. Guess who they coming for in the morning? You. So don't ever think that you off the hook. I don't give a damn how much you bend over and allow them to ride your back and stroke you like you some Negro right off the plantation. And some of y'all fall for it for some breadcrumbs, man. Selling your people out for nothing. For a little bit of damn fame and notoriety. The shit that some of y'all already do on social media for a little bit of fame, man. Most of us, when we get up there and we start to look out, you say, this shit is dangerous and deadly, man. It's not a good look. Most people, and check me if I'm wrong, y'all. Check me if I'm wrong. Why are the millionaires and the billionaires killing themselves and living a fucking horrible life if we're chasing the bag? Once people get the bag, they're not even happy. They're not even happy. Why are they killing one another? Who was the white dude, man, that killed himself this year? His goddamn job was traveling around the goddamn world eating. Anthony Bourdain. Yep. This dude was getting paid to eat. Living good. And you commit suicide? Yeah, I'm trying to understand that. You could have gave that job to 8 fat people that still be living. I mean, yeah.
I was confused.
I'm trying to figure it out. I'm really, really trying to figure it out. So Thursday, I'm going to do part 2 of social media digital heroin. I'm going to talk about the whole idea of them using technology now. And I'm going to discuss this tomorrow at 5 o'clock on the Carl Nelson Show. So make sure you're listening to the Carl Nelson Show tomorrow. I'll be on at 5. And I'll be in Cambridge, Massachusetts tomorrow. We're doing a benefit talk and concert for the brothers and sisters in Yemen. Alright? We're thinking globally, we're acting locally. Alright? That's what we need to do. Y'all might say, what's the tie with us and Yemen? Do some research, man. Come on. Come on. Come on, man. For real. I don't know what obstacles I'm going to face traveling. I meet a whole bunch of people, man. Salute to you, real PEJA. Alright? So I'll be on the Carl Nelson Show tomorrow, and I'll be in Cambridge, Massachusetts tomorrow at the Middle East Club. Alright? tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. I'll be on the Carl Nelson Show tomorrow at 5. I'll be in the Cambridge, Boston area tomorrow during the day. So hit me up, 678-557-2919. Send me a text, man. Let's talk about it. All right. So now, Kansas City. Soleil will be in Kansas City. I'm going to interview Soleil live. All right. Live in Kansas City. All right. Live in Kansas City this weekend. All right. We're going to be at a place called Seven Heaven. All right. DVDs, tapes, and CDs. All right. Seven Heaven. We'll be in Seven Heaven. Us, my Kasugan warrior. Us. I'll be in Kansas City this weekend. All right. Make sure, if you're in the Kansas City area, come check her out. We're doing a listening party, interviewing Soleil. All right. This is Professor Griff, y'all. I love y'all to life. I got to get ready to get out of here. Got to get Shane back to the residential so I can pack and get out of here so I can get to Cambridge, Massachusetts tomorrow. Sirius Mindz for Sirius Mindz. If you want to donate to the platform, $ Professor Griff, hit the Cash app. Let me know something. I love y'all to life, man. Revolution is not an event. It's a process. Peace. I am out.
Daughter of the earth, holy by design. Nature and love is my religion, so I stay inclined to walk in darkness, bearing gifts for those who stay behind. Holding a lamp along the path for those who need a guide. Story of woman, it's time that it was redefined. Oracular interpretations as the paradigm. Priestess sing for every being so sublime. My garments hymn with sacred spells that sewn into the line. If you hate, then I offer that you malaligned. Of the craft, so with love, enemies we bind. So we can be about the business that we've been assigned. Healing waters, reclamation of the feminine. Lest you forget, then I come remind. Black salt, dried herbs, and some knotted twine. Lest you forget, then I come remind. Bearing waters of the truth that we are intertwined. Back on my game, back on my grind. Venerated souls, elevated minds. Light a candle for the ones that's out the realm of time. Making offering for advancement of the humankind. Back on my game, back on my grind. Venerated souls, elevated minds. Light a candle for the ones that's out the realm of time. Making offering for advancement of the humankind.
Before her stood thousands of beautiful women. Who are you beautiful women?
Wild but holy, walk up on me slowly. With reverence like you come to ceremony. My cauldron burns for the needy and the lonely. A shapeshifter for the ones that think they know me. Waterbender, dazzle all in splendor. Ecstatic union for the ones in deep surrender. The alchemy of ecstasy if you remember. When in alignment then you know there's no contender. Womb oracle, lake of liquid bounty. Whisperings of enchantment so astounding. Songs and fables of the ancients so resounding. I bow in reverence, Vandakam, that you found me. Lest you forget, then I come remind. Black salt, dried herbs, and some knotted twine. Lest you forget, then I come remind. Bearing waters of the truth that we are intertwined. Back on my game, back on my grind. Venerated souls, elevated minds. Light a candle for the ones that's out the realm of time. Making offering for advancement of the humankind. Back on my game, back on my grind. Venerated souls, elevated minds. Light a candle for the ones that's out the realm of time. Making offering for advancement of the humankind. My game, back on my grind. Venerated souls, elevated minds. Light a candle for the ones that's out the realm of time. Making offering for advancement of the humankind. Back on my game, back on my grind. Venerated souls, elevated minds. Light a candle for the ones that's out the realm of time. Making offering for advancement